Hello there boys and girls, my name is Pulverizers and welcome to my Clue Scroll Ironman series Hound Hunt, where the aim is extremely simple: obtain the bloodhound pet, starting on a fresh level 3 Ironman account. If you're new around the channel and fancy catching up on all of the progress that we've made so far, then feel free to check out the video description for a link to the series playlist as well as a full list of the series rules. But as always guys, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy today's episode. Hello there everyone and welcome back to episode number 19 of my Clue Scroll Ironman series Hound Hunt. On the last episode of this series, I managed to open myself 5 more hard clue caskets, netting us 3 new rewards in total. Takes up to 18 out of 158 crossed off of the hard log now. We also cracked open a few more medium caskets and snagged ourselves a couple of new medium clue uniques, so we sign off this episode on 68 out of 115 rewards obtained. And unfortunately, it doesn't come as much of a surprise at this point, but once again, we didn't manage to find either of the 2 shared rewards that are currently missing from the log. However, something we did finally managed to find last episode is this very beautiful berserker ring, which we got on the last kill of the last rec strip on a perfect 200 KC, which you could say I was pretty damn excited about. Oh, as you guys might remember, the reason why I didn't manage to open all that many hard caskets in the last episode was because of this cheeky boy down here that gave me the longest hard clue step possible, which requires me to wield a pair of rune boots. So as the rules of the series go, this means that we can't get any more hard clues until this one has been completed. Now, because this clue step is going to take a very long time to complete, as I need to train my Slayer up all the way until around 77 or 78 to boost up and kill the net crews for the rune boots, I asked you guys for some suggestions or feedback on the last episode regarding what I should do, as I was kind of worried that the content would get very repetitive or stale if it was just purely me training Slayer for the next couple of episodes. So first off, a big thank you to everyone who left a comment with some feedback on the last video. There were so many good suggestions, it's just a shame that I can't implement all of them into the series. However, with that said, the general consensus from you guys was that I should drop the hard clue, so that way I won't be missing out on all of the hard clues that I would have potentially obtained through leveling up my Slayer anyway. So I've devised myself a brand new plan that I think you guys are really going to like, that combines the best of both worlds in terms of me not having to drop the clue and also being able to keep getting hard clues from Slayer whilst working towards the overall goal of completing that rune boot clue step. So what I've decided to do is give the hard clue to my man Watson over here, and something that I completely didn't even realise is he can hold on to a clue for you and then you can still obtain that tier of clue at the same time as a drop. This means that whilst he's holding on to the clue, ready to turn it into a master clue when we're at that stage, I'm going to continue playing on the account as if it's locked to only training Slayer like I was in the last episode. However, it means I can still continue to get hard clues at the same time as leveling up Slayer and working towards getting those rune boots. I'm not sure about you guys, but I think it would only be right to save every single one of those hard clue caskets that we obtain through Slayer until we've achieved that pair of rune boots, and then have a massive celebratory clue opening when we finally get them. Oh, so that is going to be the updated plan for now, guys. I hope you all like it, and like I said, I wish I could try and implement every single one of your ideas into the series, but I think this is a pretty good solution for now. Alongside this new plan, I'll still also be gathering bonus clue caskets per Slayer task completed, just like I was in the last episode, but once again, thanks to your guys' feedback, I'll be bumping up that number to 1 bonus clue casket per 100 closest monsters slain in the task, instead of the closest 50 from the last episode, so that way I'll spend less time gathering clues and more time working on Slayer and essentially unlocking the account. So prior to recording all this waffle for the intro of this video, I quickly knocked out that task of 142 blood bowl that I had saved up from the last episode, netting myself 66 Slayer and also a dragon med helm from the rare drop table, which I was pretty damn happy to receive, as it's both an elite and master clue step emote item that I didn't yet have on the account. As I completed this Slayer task before this new closest 100 monster rule was thought up, I've grabbed myself 3 more bonus medium caskets out of the bank, so let's see if we can get ourselves anything good from these. Absolutely not. What the hell is that? Oh my god, if only we got some nature runes with that. We've got the Alkin starter kit. Next up, we're going to get ourselves some Moslaharmer's teleports. Pretty good actually, because I'm pretty sure I ran out of those when I was on the hunt for my black mask. And finally, we're going to get ourselves absolute trash once again. So because that last blood build assignment was the 29th task completed in total on the account now, I'm going to grab a task from Kona for the extra bonus Slayer points that she gives every 10th task. So next up, we're going to get ourselves 167 worms or worms, I think. That's pretty horrible, but I might as well do it. Why not? Well, there we go. There's a positive to this task, at least. Another Addy Square Shell finally acquired, as before I was having to juggle one between both a hard and a medium clue stash unit, so at least I don't have to worry about that anymore. No Dragon Harpoon in sight that task, unfortunately, or hard clues either, which is a bit of a shame, although I did get myself quite a few bones. I banked most of them, which will be some pretty good prayer XP, and we also got ourselves 30 tasks for 90 extra points. So next up from me, we're going to get ourselves 19 black dragons, quick and easy task. I'll take that. Here we go, guys. Here are the 2 bonus caskets from the last task, and I got a pretty good feeling about these. So first up, we're going to get ourselves some double Musclehammer's teleports. I'll take that. And next up, another ancient page. I mean, we don't need it, but it's another 250k to the bank, I guess. Oh man, I've been waiting absolutely ages to get enough Slayer points for this unlock, and it's finally here. This is going to make Range Slayer tasks so much faster. So here we go. The broader fletching unlock has been acquired on the account, meaning we can now make ourselves both broad bolts and arrows. Well, it's pretty safe to say that my finger absolutely kills. Now, there we go, 5k broad bolts. That should last for a good couple of tasks at least. So let's quickly compare them to the steel bolts that I've been using for the longest time now. So these give me a 64 range strength bonus compared to the 100 of the broad bolts, which is such an increase. What is that, 36 more? This is going to make tasks so much easier. So now let's go test them out at the Black Dragon task that I just got. And speaking of making tasks easier, I could really do with a nice pair of rage boots from this bonus casket from that Black Dragon task. So come on, Jack, it's given to me. Oh, that is absolutely awful. I'm actually in love with these broad bolts already. It made that Black Dragon task so much faster than it was with steel bolts. Anyway, next up is going to be 60 elves. Alright, I don't think I've ever done an elves task before, but sure, why not? I'm gonna lie, this is a pretty chill task, and it should be over quite soon for some easy Slayer points. But there we go, there is 67 Slayers, so only about 10 Slayer levels to go now, boys. The rest of those elves got absolutely destroyed. And next up, I've got myself another Dagonoth task, and now that I've got the B ring, I don't really need to go back there because I do also have the Dragon Axe as well, but at the same time they are good for content. So I think what I'm going to do every time that I get a Dagonoth task from now on is do 2 trips or around 50 KC just to, you know, provide a bit more content other than just Slayer. There is that extra bonus clue from the elves for... Oh, every time I see a blessing now, my heart spikes a bit. No, we need the holy one, not another war one. Alright, let's do it. Yet another Rex trip. Even though I've got the B-ring now, it's always a good time down at the DKs. And who knows, maybe we'll get myself a couple of hard clues as well. And there we go, guys. 7 kills into the trip, and we've got ourselves another hard clue scroll. It's been a while since I've seen one of these bad boys on the ground, but hopefully we can do this one. And I swear to God, if we get that rune boot clue step again, I'm going to absolutely lose my mind. Man, just been given one of the longest hard clue steps. I hate doing this one. You have to pay 10k every single time that you do, and it takes forever to run there. But anyway, whilst I was quickly solving this clue, I thought I'd let you guys know some of the hard clue requirements that I don't currently still have on the account. I think there's only 3 in total now. One of those obviously being the rune boot clue, another one being the Amulet of Glory step, which I don't think my trimmed glory works. I haven't got it yet and I haven't tried, but I'm pretty certain you need a regular Amulet of Glory, so that's going to be quite a grind when we do get that one. And lastly, I need the Lemort song from the Morning's End Part 2 quest, so not too many requirements to go now. Oh my god, what was I literally just saying? There we go, guys. There's one of the requirements that we don't currently have. The Lemort music track. So, gotta go do Morning's End Part 2 and a few prereqs, obviously Morning's End Part 1. But I suppose compared to the Rune Boot clue grind, this is like a fraction of the time that I'm gonna have to spend. So, let's go do it. Not really too sure why it took me so long to do this quest, but there we go. There is the Sheep Herder quest done. And there we go, guys. There is the Roving Elves quest complete. And at the end of the quest, I chose to get myself a cheeky crystal shield, as it is an absolutely huge upgrade down at the DK's lair, as it gives a plus 80 range defense bonus, which is honestly insane. Morning's End Part 1. Done. Oh, and level 60 thieving as well. That's pretty cool, I guess. Oh man, I remember saying in the clip where I got the Morning's End Part 2 step that this grind would take a fraction of the time that the Rune Boot step is going to take. But this quest was absolutely horrible, man. I don't think I've ever done it before until now. And then right at the end, having to gather 50 random items because you can't get a Death Talisman on an Ironman until like 90 Slayer. I honestly don't think I've been this stressed in a long, long time. But anyway, there we go, guys. Another hard clue requirement out of the way. Only 2 more to go now. At least there's a positive 62 agility gained from the XP from the quest. So that way we can actually finally use the Konar agility shortcut. So I don't have to run all the way around the mountain now. And actually, there is one more step that I completely forgot to mention that we can't do yet. With that being the Rune Heraldic Helm emote clue step, as we haven't yet received one from a hard clue casket. And there it is, boys and girls. The first hard casket completed on the account in quite a while. And honestly, I can't wait to get such a fat stack of these sitting in the bank. All set up and back for another X trip. So let's see how many kills we can get now that I've got myself this lovely new crystal shield. Oh, it looks like we're not going for that absolutely mammoth trip, guys. 8 kills into this next one, and we've got ourselves another hard clue. So again, hopefully we can do this one. There we go, another hard casket to the collection. Last Rex trip of this task, and I'm kind of hoping I don't get a clue scroll after like 7 KC again. I want to get all the way up to 250 Rex KC. There we go, boys. That's more of the trip that I was after. 28 kills in total. I was just about to leave as well because I've only got 1 monkfish left. So yeah, not bad. That's the last step, always in the wilderness, but there we go, another hard casket done. Just finished up with those last few Dagonoths, and something I completely forgot to do before getting that last task was purchase the Hot Stuff Slayer unlock, meaning we could potentially be assigned Jad as our Slayer task. So let's see if we can get lucky straight away. fire giants. I mean, that's not too bad. But first, here's that bonus medium from the last task for absolutely nothing. Hey, there we go, boys. I'm pretty sure that is the first completed totem on the account now. Oh, that was a pretty easy AFK range task. Anyway, next up is going to be more greater demons. And the bonus ranger boot attempt for that fire giant task is going to be absolute slime. Hey, there we go. Level 75 range. Had 2 hard clues from this task already, so we're looking pretty good. And also level 68 slayer. Slowly making progress, boys. Unfortunately, no more hard clues from the rest of that task, but come on, Neve. I know you want to give me Jad. Blue dragons. That's quite a lot of them, but sure, why not? Not gonna lie, I was feeling pretty lazy, so I just knocked out the baby blue dragons real quick. Anyway, next up is more Abbey Spectres. That's fine. I like that task. Hey, there we go. Not gonna miss the level this time, but there is 75 attack, meaning we've just unlocked ourselves the Arclight, which will be super useful in the catacombs. Not a single hard clue acquired from that task, unfortunately, but come on, Neve, you know what I'm after. That is definitely not what I'm after. Oh, as many of you guys might have already guessed by now, I've gone ahead and saved up all of the bonus clues from the last few assignments just to mix it up a bit and have a bit of a bigger opening. So here we go, 6 more ranger boot attempts ready to go. And we're getting closer and closer to the drop rate now, as I believe it's a 1 in 293. Definitely no ranger boots inside of that casket, or that one either. A lot of Addy, couple of alcohols. Oh man, what are these? I want a couple of uniques at least. I mean, that is a unique, but it isn't the pair that we're after. At least it's not a duplicate pair. I'll take that at the very most, but oh man, that stings a little bit. And obviously I know it's not the same like drop table, like that couldn't have, you know, it couldn't have been range boots, but you know what I mean. It still stings a little. And the last one, Zammy page 4. Looking at the positives as always though, we did just grab ourselves a slight upgrade from the Mystic boots that we were using before, as the Wizzy boots do give 1 extra magic attack and defense bonus. Oh, I think it's pretty safe to say that task is getting blocked as soon as I have enough points. Anyway, next up is some spiritual creatures. I cannot be bothered, I'm not gonna lie, that's another one that's gonna get blocked. Don't like using points this early. Cow fight, that's alright. Yeah, I'll do cow fight. Took a trip to Kona for the 40th task and got myself 129 greater demons in the Brimhaven dungeon, so that's not too bad. Well, there's a pretty cool sight. Back-to-back brimstone keys. I think I've already got 2 in the bank as well, so we'll crack open those chests after the task. What the hell is going on? 4 brimstone keys in 1 task. Oh, take it. But anyway, I was just having a little think, and I want you guys to let me know what you reckon to this idea down in the comments section. So as you guys all know, we're currently rolling with the hard clue stack idea until we've got ourselves that pair of rune boots. And as you guys also know, we only have 3 hard clue requirements that we can't currently do on the account, one of which being the Rune Heraldic Helm Step, because we haven't yet got one from a hard clue. So this kind of got me thinking, going along with the rules of the series, even though we've kind of gone ahead and broken them now, if we do end up getting that Helm Emote Step on a clue sometime during this absolutely mammoth Slayer grind, which is pretty damn likely to be honest, should I go ahead and open the hard casket saved in the bank and attempt to get the Helm and therefore not have to drop the clue, or should I just save them all until we get that pair of rune boots? So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. So I've just had myself a little peek at the drop table on the wiki for the Brimstone chest, and a few of the items on the wish list are some Ran seeds, they'd be cool, maybe some raw monkfish, some raw shark, even though we can't cook them yet, we're not too far off, and obviously some of the fancy mystic, 29 diamonds, okay. I mean, to be honest, like I always say, you can't really go too wrong on this chest. Ton of steel bars, not really what I'm after yet, rubies, swordfish, not really, and lastly, some dragon dart tips. Well, that was pretty damn awful, to be honest. I mean, I guess these steel bars will be useful when we get around to making ourselves some cannibals. Anyway, next up, more spiritual creatures. Get the hell out of here. Should I use... I don't want to use 100 points yet for the block. Oh, but actually... yeah, screw it. I don't want to see those anymore. Come on. Bloodveld, perfect. Love me some Bloodveld. Oh, I'm pretty disappointed in myself, lads. I can't lie. I've gone ahead and missed a pivotal level on the account. Level 69 Slayer has been achieved, and 69k XP to level 70 as well. And we also got ourselves a hard clue on the final kill, so happy days. I told you guys I love Bloodvelds. I got myself a full totem and also 2 hard clues from that one. Anyway, next up is gonna be 18 black dragons. At least that's a quick one. And for the final task of today's episode, I've got myself 183 trolls to slay, and then after that I'll head over to the bank and open up all of the medium clues that I've got saved up from the last couple of assignments to finish off this episode with. Here we go, all done, not too bad of a task, and in true me fashion, got myself a cheeky longbone from that one, so let's see what the first task of next episode is going to be. 160 cow fight, that's not too bad, I guess. And so to round out today's episode of Hound Hunt, we have the 8 bonus caskets from the last couple of tasks. I'm really hoping we get at least 1 new unique reward from these, as I think the only one we've had so far this episode was that pair of Wizzy boots. Definitely no uniques in that one. Next up, we're going to get ourselves... oh, maybe a double. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I've had the myth plate skirt before. Let's have a little look in the bank. I think the headband might be new, though. Yep, had that one before, but the headband is new. That is the 6th one to the collection. Very, very nice. Next up, we're getting ourselves, I think that might be the last Addy plate body, actually. I'll take that. More muscle harmless teleports, don't really need those. Absolute stinker. Absolute stinker. Ancient Crozier, I think that might be new. And lastly, big pile of slime. 3 new uniques and 8 medium clues, not too shabby at all. But anyway, here's what the medium tab is currently looking like. And obviously the pair of wizard boots is now claiming the top spot in the tab away from the holy sandals. And as we always say, the tab has been ordered to the order of where the items appear inside of the collection log. And also I thought it was worth quickly showing that the hard clue stack is currently sitting on a solid 7 right now. Damn, that was a lot of S's. But how many caskets do you guys reckon it will be on by the time we get the rune boots? I'm thinking about 45, 50-ish maybe. Ooh, so I think you guys might just be able to see one of the items that I've got equipped for today's Fashionscape poking out from behind this tree here. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably spent the most time this series crafting this outfit. As I did say in the last episode, that from now until we get start opening hard clues again, I'm gonna dress up in all tiers of clue items for the Fashionscape at the end. Boys and girls, I think I might have outdone myself on this one. This has to be the best outfit of the series by a mile. I've gone for a bit of a blue and white trimmed theme, accompanied by the very beautiful rainbow. It's just so cool to think that we've got all of these items ourselves from clues over the past few months during the series. You guys know by now, as we always do right before the end of the episode, a little peek inside of the collection log to track the progress made. So we kicked off today's episode on 68 out of 115 potential uniques crossed off, and we're currently sitting at 72. So a 4 jump isn't too bad, I suppose, at this stage. If one of those uniques obviously being the pair of wizard boots, which do make for some pretty good Fashionscape, I can't lie. And as usual, no new shared unique rewards found in this one, still missing both the Armadillo page 3 and the Holy Blessing. However, some of the page counts are really starting to come along now, both 7 Sarah page 4s and Zami page 4s, which is pretty insane. But anyway, boys and girls, that is going to be all from me for today's episode of Hound Hunt. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and I'm sorry this episode took a few days extra to come out. I've been spending quite a lot of time with the family over the past week, but I am looking to make up for that and get the next episode out within the next few days for you guys. And until next time, as always, stay safe guys, and I'll see you very, very soon.